Welcome back to my knowledge share session. Learn with me. Today we are going to continue on the same topic, cloud platform integration. In that, we will be seeing how we can connect the SAP Hana server, on-premises SAP Hana server, from the Iflow. Meaning, how you can connect to the on-premises SAP Hana system from Iflow. Okay, the connecting SAP Hana connecting SAP Hana to the SAP Cloud Platform, that is a very interesting topic. This will establish a seamless data flow between on-premises and the cloud system. Okay, this will be done by a component called a cloud connector. In this video I will explain you how we are achieving this connectivity, meaning from CPI or CPI Iflow and the SAP Hana in the on-premises system. This connectivity establishment I will explain you in step by step. Now you can see the picture. Left side you are having a cloud platform, and right side you are having the SAP Hana, which is identified by one internal IP address and the port number, which is inside and a secured environment. Now connecting this SAP Hana server directly from the cloud, you need some authenticated way, a gateway, that is called a cloud connector. So we will be introducing a cloud connector inside that. In that I will in the cloud connector I will say that, or I will map this SAP Hana system access to this place, SAP Cloud Connector, and from the CPI or Iflow I will reach this SAP server via cloud connector. This is what we are going to do it now. Okay, finally this is my requirement, that is in my Iflow. I will have one component called request reply. Request reply will connect to the SAP database via the adapter called JDBC adapter. You might be seeing in some other my videos, I am connecting to the external system from the request reply component via a HTTP adapter or RFC adapter, like that. One more adapter called JDBC adapter. That JDBC adapter will have a reference to some connection material inside the CPI. Okay, with this connection is established, then when you are executing a Iflow by passing a SQL statement in the body, it will directly fetch the data from the database and give it back. Okay, now we will see what are the steps required, and also I will explain you in a practical way also. Okay, to achieve this requirement, what are the things you need? You need a database, which you know already there. You need a cloud connector. In the cloud connector you have to map the HANA server, target server, inside the cloud connector. So when you are mapping it, it will ask you what is that internal IP address and what is the virtual IP address, etc. So once that is done, you note down that virtual IP and port number, because that will be used in the next step. Okay, the third step is in the CPI you will go to the JDBC connection section and you create one JDBC connection. The connection will ask you what is the IP address. So you will give the virtual IP address what you have created here, that you will mention it here. Okay, so this is what we are going to do it now. I will show in practically way by connecting to cloud connector and also connecting to the CPI, how I am creating the JDBC connection, and here also how I am mapping the HANA server. So in totality, from Iflow to the database server via cloud connector will be established. Okay, now we are going to do this step. Now I will show connect to the cloud connector and explain you how I am mapping the HANA server. Okay, now I logged in into the cloud connector. So inside the cloud connector you have a section called cloud to on-premise. Okay, go to this place. In this place you can do the mapping of your target systems. So you can see that I already mapped 4 systems. One of a backend type of ABAP system, which I will be using it for OData and RFC purpose, or the system I connected for the RFC, and the first 2 I created for HANA server. The protocol will be a TCP. Okay, now since I already created these things, I am not going to create anything new more, but just go through how I am going to create it to show you. Okay, so to add a new system, you have to go here, add plus, then it will ask you, first one is ABAP system, but for us it is not ABAP, so we have to go for HANA, SAP Hana, right? So SAP Hana, then go here, the protocol will be not HTTP, it should be TCP. Okay, then you just ignore this warnings, then go here, give the internal IP address, something like that, 192. Okay, then you will give the port number. Okay, this you can get it from your system administrator or a database administrator, what is your internal host and what is the port. So this is very secure thing, so you should not expose this to outside. So for that you will have a virtual host. There you will mention your own name. So I will say HANA 400, and I will give here some other number, some other port number, some different number. Okay, then come to next, then do the description. That's all. Once you give next, it will be get saved. Once you get next, it will get saved, but right now I am not going to save it, so I'm just cancelling it because I just show you what are the things to be entered. Okay, once that is done, you will get a display back here like this. Then you will get the details of your virtual host, you will get the details of your internal host and everything. The protocol is this one, TCP, and backend type is HANA. So you can check the connectivity from here, check the availability. If it comes as a reachable, that means from the cloud connector to HANA server is reachable. That's all. Very simple to create it in a cloud connector. Now you have to note down this virtual host address. Okay, so what I did is I created the called HANA dev CPI 30115. Okay, HANA dev CPI 30115. This is what I used. So remember this name is very important because this you will be using it in the CPI. Note down this, note down the virtual host and the virtual host port number. That's it. Now we will go to CPI and do the JDBC connection. So we have see that the first step of that the connectivity. Okay, the next section I will go to the CPI and show the second part where the JDBC connection will be created. Okay, now note down this in your notepad and we will use it in the CPI. Okay, now we are going to do the second step in the CPI, the JDBC connection. For that I am going to log in into the CPI. Okay, I will go to CPI now. In the CPI, I am in the CPI now. In the CPI, I have to go to the monitor section. In the monitor section, you will have the place called Manage Security. Okay, in the Manage Security, you will have a tile called JDBC material. In the JDBC material, you go there. Okay, the JDBC material, go there and you can create the new JDBC items here. Okay, here also I already created, but I will show you what I have done here. So for the understanding purpose, I give you the same name. Here the JDBC name you can give any name, but inside the place I am telling you where you should give the exact name of the cloud connector. So if you go inside, it will ask you the name. You can give any name. Okay, just for understanding purpose, I gave the same name as the cloud connector name. That is a virtual name. So HANA Dev CPI. Here description you can give anyone. Here you have to choose HANA platform on premises. Okay, here you have to choose HANA platform on premises. You have to give the user ID and password. You can reconfirm the password. Here it is the JDBC URL, very important. The JDBC URL is the format will be I will put it in the description. You have to put in the same way jdbc.:// this server IP address, right? HANA Dev CPI. This is coming from the virtual ID you are noted down in the cloud connector. This is very important, this place. This is very important. This is the exact name what you defined in the cloud connector. That name you have to give it. Then / database name equal to the name of your database, which you get it from your database administrator or the base system. So this is the URL, JDBC URL for HANA. So once you define this and deploy it, once it's come and deployed it, the status will be showing you where if everything is correct, then it will show you deployed. So in the right side you can see that the description, it's HANA Dev and user is this so and so. The JDBC URL will be like that, and you are going via the cloud connector. Right, that's it. This is the very important configuration which you are going to do it in the JDBC connections. So now note down this name, whatever the name you are giving it. Since I gave the understanding purpose, I gave the same name. You can give your own name here in the JDBC connection. The only point is this should be the exact name of your cloud connector. That is a virtual IP and virtual port. Apart from that, you can give your own name. But I gave you the same name here, HANA Dev CPI. Okay, so this name HANA Dev CPI, I am going to use it in my adapter configuration inside the Iflow. Okay, now I will go to Iflow. Then we will see using this JDBC how I am going to connect to HANA and get the data by calling it in a Postman. Okay. Okay, now I am in the CPI. I'm going to show you the Iflow where I am going to configure the HANA connectivity. Okay, I have created already one Iflow. I will show that directly and execute it. So this is my Iflow I created called my Hana. I am opening that. Okay, I just rearranged to make it clear. So let me reduce it. Okay, hope you can see that clearly. So this is my basic Iflow. From the sender, it is the Iflow endpoint is connected via the HTTPS connection. The connection ID I gave it as connection ID I will give it as myHana /myHana. This is the one which I am going to use it in the Postman. Okay. As I told you, any external system will be connected via the request reply. So the request reply will always go with the receiver. So both are connected by an adapter. Generally it will be HTTP or RFC. In this case I am going to use the JDBC adapter. Okay, once you do that, edit it, it will so many adapter will come. You can choose the JDBC adapter here. Once you choose the JDBC adapter, in the connection name you will give the same name of what you defined in the JDBC connection material, right? You know that I created as a HANA dev CPI. That's all. This is the just JDBC source name which you created in the monitoring section of your CPI. That's all. Nothing more than that. That makes your connectivity clear now. So what we will do is it will go and connect to the HANA server, and the data will be returned back in the form of XML. If at all any exceptions, I handle the exceptions here. The exception, it will show me the message body in the exception message. Okay, if at all any error means if the connectivity is not established, or your database is wrong, or your table name is wrong, or SQL statement is not correct, whatever the case may be. Okay, so that's all. This is the simple Iflow which you can connect to the HANA server using the JDBC adapter. Okay, that's it. Now this should work. So I am going to execute this in a Postman. So I will go to Postman. So I am going to execute this my HANA statement. So what I will do is I will clear it. Okay, I am going to send a SQL statement of my table, whatever the all SAP tables or Z tables, whatever the case may be, you can send it. So I will say select star from, this is my alias name. This is very important. You have to give it the alias name and the table name. Okay, now I will send it. So now you got the response in the form of XML. So I will collect it. I will go to the viewer. Say you got it now. How many rows it has, that many rows it will come. I think I have 8 rows. No, too many rows has come. So leave it. So now you can see that the data is coming from the SAP HANA database. So this is how we can achieve the connectivity between a CPI. This is how we can achieve the connectivity between the CPI and the HANA HANA server on premises and query data from the tables, both SAP tables, standard tables and the Z tables. Even if you have created any calculation views or analytical views, you can query for data from there also. So this will be very helpful for us, our SAP project, when you are integrating external system to SAP. The data exchange will be very quickly and very easy also. Okay, hope this will be very helpful for you. Please do update, please do comments on my system and give me your remarks. Okay, thank you so much.